I want to make it clear that I'm new to this compound, and simply sharing the info shared with me and giving my first thoughts and perspective. That out of the way, what is it, and why might it be a miracle solvent? The wiki breakdown is, Poloaxmer 407 is a tri-block copolymer consisting of a central hydrophobic block of polypropylene glycol flanked by two hydrophilic blocks of polyethylene glycol, PEG. So this substance is hydrophobic and hydrophilic, meaning it has some very unique emulsification and solubilizing properties. It attracts water and repels it. To cut right to it, it's fully liquid at refrigerator temp, and it gels at body temperature, or more accurately, causes the liquid containing it to gel, providing the concentration is around 8 to 10% of P407. Let's just call it that. The issue with many peptides and other substances is that they just don't last in the system long enough to be truly effective. I'm not saying all peptides are bunk unless they are constantly active in the system. No, many peptides have quite long half-lives, but many do not, often only being active for 2 to 30 minutes. I personally stumbled on the difference between normal sub-Q oxytocin in water versus slow-release oxytocin in castor oil. Boy, was it really a game changer as far as results. But even with a pre-made conversion kit, these kinds of brews can be tricky. I'm proud of my discovery for Hydrogel, but readily admit it's not for everyone or every substance. Same thing with my oil conversion ideas. However, P407 may change all of that. Imagine an all-in-one solvent, emulsifier, carrier mix that makes a completely normal acting peptide at refrigerator temperature, but once pulled out of the fridge and injected, the viscosity goes up, creating an on-the-spot, in the shot, hydrogel. See the provided chart. Now, all of this sounds great. What's the catch? Just like with many other innovative workarounds, P407 contains substances that some lab rats don't care for, specifically polyethylene glycol, PEG. Vigorous Steve, if I'm not mistaken, is firmly against its use in injectables. However, the general consensus, according to medical.net/Google AI, is PEG is generally considered safe for use in medical and pharmaceutical application, with low toxicity and minimal absorption into the body. PEG is relatively inert and does not readily react with other substances, making it a suitable excipient in drug formulations. But, on the other hand, as we go on, some individuals may develop allergic reactions or hypersensitivity to PEG, particularly with repeated exposure. PEG also may be contaminated with 1,4-dioxane, a potentially carcinogenic byproduct of its manufacturing process. So, essentially, unless you're specifically allergic to this, sourcing is going to be the key difference maker. Free of contaminants and rare genetic allergy to it, then I don't personally have a concern, but again, sourcing is going to be key. Is it legal? The actual substance seems to be classified as a non-active/inert ingredient for cosmetic and pharmaceutical applications, so it's not any kind of controlled substance or drug. So that's a plus. If you choose to use it in a less than legal way, that's between you and the fence post, but as near as I can tell, it's just another general cosmetic solvent like DMSO or standard PEG as far as the law is concerned. What does that mean for Ultimate Formulations? Will we be using it in our products or offer it in some kind of solution? Short answer, probably. Some of you know, sometimes I seem to move very fast, i.e. when a lucky breakthrough happens, and sometimes not so fast. In this case, I'd like to get my hands on some, get to know it a bit firsthand, and then go from there. To me, it looks very, very promising. In fact, more than promising. If you see it out in the wild, i.e. as an option at a peptide site, well, here's the gist of it, what I just explained. What it does, what to watch out for. Thanks again to our very generous gentleman that reached out to me with this info. He does some excellent research on his own, in my opinion, and I'm very grateful for the heads up. Truth be told, all of my best experiences/insights come from viewers. You guys continue to grow my awareness, so thank you. As always, I hope you found something of value in this vid. I'd like you to hit like if you made it this far and did indeed get something out of it. No Patreon vid this week. I'm just wrapping up the blended topical ECD and epicatogen mix, so I'll update on how the mixture turned out next week, as I really haven't fooled with it enough yet. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you back here next week.